Hello, viewers of the internet. This is the Ginger Geek, your obscure reviewer, with yet another obscure review. This time we'll be looking at the very interesting Breakdown. Breakdown is a weird one to look at. Coming out back in 2003 on the original Xbox and being bought by practically no one, quickly sent this game into obscurity and won for the Hidden Gems category. I can't really see why the game didn't do well, and I'm not even referring to the fact that it's any good. It just seems like something that would have been an easy sell back in the day. The reason for that is that for its time, it's so very innovative. You remember how excited everyone was when they saw the first gameplay trailer at the Mirror's Edge? How people were praising its bold new take on first-person perspective? Well, Breakdown didn't get any of that attention, and it was trying out these ideas a good decade before Mirror's Edge. While gameplay-wise, the two aren't exactly the same. Mirror's Edge focuses more on avoiding combat, while Breakdown is combat-centric. You can still, however, see what I mean though when I talk about how the two both play with the first-person perspective. In Breakdown, everything you do plays out as if it's seen from the eyes of Derek Cole. And I mean everything. From drinking a soda, to flipping out of harm's way, to, unfortunately, vomiting in a toilet,
now it's time to lose your lunch.
The game consistently seeks to immerse you in this point of view style gameplay. And while at first it may seem gimmicky, it does actually add quite a bit. This goes especially for combat, with the use of camera making every punch and kick seem visceral and engaging. Unfortunately, the same cannot be said about the gunplay, which just plays out like a generic FPS and a really rather clunky mechanical one at that. In fairness to the game though, other than an early sequence, it rarely forces you to pick up any firepower, and potentially, after the tutorial and the first segment, you could handle most situations with your fists if you wanted to. Other elements such as climbing and hanging benefit from this perspective, and it gives the game a unique look, while genuinely helping with the immersion. The graphics, although nothing particularly special, have also aged nicely, although looking back at it, everything seems quite square. It's all very box-shaped in its layout and box-shaped in its presentation. It suffers a bit from the kind of GoldenEye hallways, if you will. That said, it's still quite good. The story, however, I found to be pretty dumb, and basing itself far too much on comic cliches such as amnesia, super soldiers, shady government experiments, the works. As a vehicle for the action, however, it does do a pretty good job allowing for a decent amount of variety, as well as the introduction of some pretty interesting enemies. In the end, Breakdown is worth getting just because it's weird. If you've ever wondered what a slower, more combat-heavy Mirror's Edge feels like, then here's your answer. The game still has some mechanics going for it that haven't been reused in other games since, and it's nice to see a developer experiment with an innovative idea. This game would make a welcome addition to any game library, especially considering due to its obscurity, a used copy could be found online probably for less than $5. Okay guys, that is the review over. Now, you know what I'm going to say. Give us a like, give us a comment, let us know if you've got any obscure games on your mind that you want us to cover. Subscribe to see if we do in the future. Thank you very much. I've been the Ginger Geek for Geeky Glasses.